Not that long ago, I made a huge discovery. I found an effigy in the shape of a snake in an old map dating back to the year 1790. I was contacting some experts and working hard on a YouTube video which I have now reworked and reposted. I was prepared to be asked millions of questions. So, what happened? I was not able to interest a single person in my discovery, not even the authorities. Usually when you found something this extraordinary from the ancient times, you get a lot of recognition, maybe a medal or two. So you can imagine how I felt. I had made this huge discovery and no one seemingly wanted to know anything more about it. I got the impression that I had touched maybe a very controversial subject. What they didn't know is that I had more evidence waiting to be revealed that would be convincing them all I had found something very, very unique. And since about a couple of weeks ago, I can now even prove I have been correct this whole time. And the snake is just one of possibly several effigies. I was being lied to. I was told there are previously no such known formations or effigies in Sweden, which is complete bull talk. They may not be common anymore, but they do exist, and it's not strange we have so very few of them when those responsible show this ignoring attitude towards the whole thing. And I have also recently seen a program on TV where they showed one of these effigies in Sweden. The thing I never mentioned in my previous video about the serpent is a place called Kräftlyckemyran. When I first read about this place, I dismissed it for being the same place as Käftlyckan, because käft, which means jaws in English, is spelled almost the same way as kräfta, a word that means crayfish or lobster in American English. Now, why would some regular farmer decide to name a piece of farmland after a crayfish? After further consideration, I decided this couldn't be the same place, as Kräftlyckemyran is a mire, a kind of swampy place, and Käftlyckan is a meadow. I know that not all of you know this, but crayfish is another word for cancer. And since crayfishing most definitely had nothing to do with it, it was now obvious we were either talking about a constellation in the sky or something called the Tropic of Cancer. Take a look at this map made by a relative of mine in 1539. It shows a lot of sea creatures. One of them can be found just outside of Norway, in the Norwegian Sea. This particular sea creature, an enormous crayfish, is supposed to symbolize where the Tropic of Cancer ends, at the Arctic Circle. And there you have it, just the word crayfish should prove that my discovery is indeed ancient, around 1,000 years old, or perhaps even older. If this is not enough evidence, I have more to reveal in my next video. See you then.